My name is Michael Young, and I'm a lawyer who handles will contests in Texas. In this video, I'll discuss briefly the most common reasons to contest a will in Texas, and the most common reason that they're either not admitted to probate or they're overturned after they're admitted to probate. First reason is it just simply doesn't meet the technical requirements of a valid will in Texas. And I typically see that most often with homemade wills or some of the internet wills or the forms that people type up and they really don't know what they're doing. They're just technically deficient. Other reasons, the most common reasons, involve allegations, first of all, that the testator lacked testamentary capacity, mental capacity, simply could not understand what they were doing in making a will. Now, that's not a high bar, but with more and more people in this country living to an older age, experiencing the unfortunate effects of Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia, more and more you see people simply don't have the mental capacity, either because of Alzheimer's, dementia, or a stroke, or some type of traumatic brain injury. There are medical records that would show, and witnesses who can corroborate that someone lacks sufficient mental capacity to execute a will. And if you can convince a judge or a jury of that, the will be denied probate. Another common reason is proof of undue influence. Now, I will say this is more difficult, but evidence that somebody essentially threatened the testator with either overt direct physical violence or threats to withhold care or withhold access to, say, grandchildren or something like that. If you can have witnesses that somebody did something like that, that would subvert their free will, that they did something, they signed a will that they would not have otherwise done it absent those coercive type threats. That's another valid basis to overturn a will, if you can convince a jury that there was undue influence. Those are the most common areas I see for validly contesting a will. But it's very important that you gather the evidence quickly, that you work with your lawyer to provide the names of witnesses, that you seek to obtain necessary medical records. And this is whether you're either contesting a will or you're defending a will that's being contested. It's important to consult with a lawyer who is experienced in handling, evaluating these cases, presenting these cases to the court and to a jury. If you have a potential or existing will contest, feel free to give me a call.